going down today? So, got up, ready, already had my first meeting for work, made me my breakfast, had my coffee, starting off the morning feeling great. So I hope you guys are doing the same thing, morning, evening, night, whatever it is. Hopefully you're feeling great, fabulous, ready to conquer the day, the world, anything that comes in front of you, you're going to take on and handle it like it's nobody's business. So, what's on the menu for today? During the week, like I said already, it's a little difficult for me. I can't do everything I want. I just can't. But first, I like to say that I'm really digging this whole John Gordon one word idea. And I'm gonna do more research into it. Maybe read the book. Look it up. I'm always looking for opportunities to expand my mind and subconsciously improve my way of thinking and how I process things. And I feel like I've been reading more and more of his daily posts that he puts on his blog. And, congratulations, hats off to Clemson for winning the football national championship, the college football national championship. And I'm sure, you assume that because something's being posted so much and you see it so much all over social media that's why it works. But I have a different thought because I feel like everything relates to your subconscious mind. Because if you tell your mind and you control your mind and you in your thought process you're constantly thinking of what you're going to achieve and what you're going to do, it's going to happen. So I feel like all these different things that people come up with, books, whatever it might be, all lead to the same root thing in the very end. Law of attraction, one word, anything you can think of. It's because you subconsciously use your mind to believe this. And the mind is one of the most powerful things you have at your fingertips. You just have to learn to build it. Just like anything else you do, whether it's going to work, going to school, a trade, anything you're trying to learn, you practice, you use it. You're constantly putting it under stress. You're challenging it to grow. That's the only way it changes, whether it's working out. You have to go to the gym, continue to go, to build muscle, to get stronger, to get faster. If you play an instrument, you have to practice playing the instrument over and over and over again to get better at it. Nobody just picks something up and is an expert right off the bat. It takes time and commitment and effort and work, sweat, tears. All these things, you have to put effort into it. And not only do you build the skills subconsciously, that confidence you have in that mindset gets stronger because you believe in yourself and you're constantly telling yourself that you're going to accomplish this. So you're telling your mind what you're going after, what you're going to get, and what you want out of this trait, life, whatever it might be. So I'm going to look more into that, is really what I'm trying to get to the root of this. That I personally am going to look into it, maybe get a little quick sample, check it out, see what it's about, and maybe put it on my reading list for this year. I'm trying to do better about reading. Where I started off with 15 minutes every day, which so far has been hit or miss. I'm not gonna lie, it's been hit or miss. I'd go like 2 or 3 days where I stay on top of it, slack off one day. I make up for it the next day, but I still feel like I need to get more consistent. And I'm trying to find a way on how to get better about reading books. And I guess maybe I should throw this question out there. Not too long ago, I asked a friend of mine what he does to read books and how he stays engaged. Because I feel, I have, my attention is awful. Let's just say that. To say the least is, I don't even know how to put it. I have ADHD. So to say that I have an attention span of like a little kid is probably worse than that. Let's just say I don't have an attention span. So I asked someone, okay, I'm way off topic now. Let's rewind this. So I have ADHD. The whole moral of that tying into this story is that I was with a friend of mine, and I asked him, "What do you do to stay engaged with reading your books?" Because I feel like I read a book and I'm engaged, and then sometimes I get out of the funk and I don't want to continue to read it. So I was like, "What do you do?" And he said he reads 4 books at one time, so that whenever something gets dull and he's not feeling it, he's not vibing with it, he just goes to the other book and picks off and continues to read. So maybe you guys can comment below, how do you guys stay engaged in a book? What makes you continuously want to read a book? How do you pick a book, Feel free to comment below. Let me know how you decide what books you gravitate to and how you stay engaged to want to read it from beginning to end. So comment below, let me know, give me your thoughts, and maybe I'll try some of those things, because I'm trying new things and I'm trying to get better at it. I don't like flip it around, like I don't try something for a day or two. I try to give it the 30 days, 60 days to get acquainted, to get used to it, try it out, and follow through. It's not like I'm going to try for one day and give up. So comment below, let me know what you do to stay engaged when you're reading books, and finish them from beginning to end. Um, Today's gonna be different. I'm not gonna give you a message. I'm gonna give you what I'm gonna call a confessional. I'm sure, like those of you that've seen TV shows like The Real World or whatever, Big Brother, things like that, the room where you go and confess your confessional. And that's what this is gonna be. I'm just gonna be, not that I'm not real 100% of the time, but this is me being real, giving you my vulnerable side, exposing myself to you as an individual, as a person, as someone that what I'm putting out there can harm me, damage me, hurt me, however you'd like to look at it. In life, the more you expose of yourself or put out there or give to someone, the more vulnerable you become to them. You empower them to be able to use those things against you. But I feel like recently I've tried to work on controlling my mind and my subconscious, and learning that I can overcome those things, and that I am not the power, but I am in charge of my thoughts and what I think of myself, and what I allow the words people use against me to dictate or change my feelings about myself or who I am as a person. So things have brought a new light or a new thought process per se. So where do I start? The reason why I started this is one of many reasons. One, it's something that I always wanted to try and I wanted to do as a hobby, something that just had caught my interest and curiosity. Can't say that word, so feel free to help me out and make fun of me. attracted me to it, and something that I'm not comfortable doing. I'm honestly not comfortable talking about myself, my feelings, my emotions, anything along those lines. I don't like to do because it puts me out of my comfort zone, and I like to block people out and not let people get too close because I don't like to be vulnerable. I like to be that strong person, the rock, the person that never lets anything bring them down. So the reason this channel started is because 6, 7, I'm not sure anymore, maybe 8 months ago, a relationship with a person fell apart. So I'm currently going through a divorce, which through that process I realized that, not that I didn't know before, but depression is a real thing, and when it happens you can't really control it, or it's not that you can't control it, it's overwhelming. It swallows you whole. It just overtakes you, and you crumble, you fall, or I did. And when that happened, I used to always be the person that said, that's part of life, shit happens, get over it, which is easier said than done, because when you experience it, and when you're falling and you're crumbling, and you keep digging and digging, and it feels like you can't get yourself out of the hole, it feels like you keep digging further down, and the further down you go, the less you're seeing the light, and it makes it complicated. Luckily, through the will of higher powers and some people that supported me and were by my side during those trying times, and whatever you want to call it, faith, I did things that I wouldn't normally do, to attempting to socialize with people more, doing things that made me uncomfortable, going to places alone, going to religious places, reading the Bible, reading more books, going to therapy, counseling, whatever you want to call it. I tried it, I attempted it. I started expanding my mindset and my thought process, and it allowed me time to reflect on who I was as a person and who I wanted to become and what I wanted my legacy to be, or what I want, how I want to leave the world, how I want to be remembered, what do I want people to think of me. And it's not more of that I care, because I won't say that I care, it's more of that I want to be able to touch someone's life and help them through those times, because it's a difficult thing to experience. And we can sit here and talk about this topic forever, but I just wanted to be real and let you know why this channel started and where it came about. And you know, there's a purpose, and they say when you do the things you love, you never work a day in your life. And I feel like one of my purposes is to attempt to help those that struggle or need somebody to talk to, or overcome personal situations that they might be going through. And I'm not gonna say I'm perfect or I've overcame everything, but I like to feel like every day I wake up with a positive mindset and the determination to be the change that I wish to see in the world. So, the reason for Rico's spot is if I just help one person or I inspire one person to change their life, that'll mean way more than anything. So that's why this all started, and this is why it will continue, and I will continue to post things and put messages and find ways to get the word out there and inspire people and support people that are going through hard times and motivate people that are just having that bad day and just need a little support to get through that day, whatever it might be. I hope to be the help that I needed when I was down, and I hope to be that person that you look forward to in the morning and think, that is something that's gonna make my day, or like the text message, or when you keep looking at your phone waiting for the text message from that person. I hope that I can be that for someone in a moment of need. So that's First Confessional. It's a lot to take on, I know. Didn't mean for it to get that way. It's just what I do is all real. I don't plan a lot of this stuff. Some of the day trips I do, but it's things on my bucket list, things that I wanted to do. But this is a First Confessional, and over time, I'm sure there'll be more to come. So, as always, sorry this wasn't exactly the most positive, inspirational moment, but I'm not having a bad day or anything like that. I don't want you to think that. I'm just an emotional, sentimental person. And speaking about certain things hit that emotional side or sensitive side in me. And I've been called or told I'm really sensitive or a baby or things like that, which about certain things I am, but not everything. So, but either way, remember to practice being kind, compassionate, loving, respectful. You don't know what the person next to you is going through. You don't know what their life is about. You haven't walked a day in their shoes, so don't pass judgment and don't be harsh to people, and try to be the light in their day. Smile, wave, say hello. Be the person that makes one person's day. Remind someone that they do exist, that they are alive, that the world is not such a bad place. Be the change you wish to see. So don't forget that. Practice it. Do it each and every day. And be the change you want to see in the world. And let's make this world a better place. Peace.